Hey everyone, Oz Konar here from Local Marketing Stars. I want to take a couple of minutes and walk you through a case study that we had with one of our clients who generated a little more than $17,000 in commissions from the organic leads they got on their website, and they turned two of those leads into sales. One happens to be a $100,000 funding deal, and the other one is smaller than that one, and they made $17,000, a little more than that, from that organic effort. So I wanted to kind of walk you through how that worked and what organic method or organic marketing means. You might not know what that is, and why it's not utilized by cash advance industry. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a recording, which is it's longer than this one. This is going to be only a couple of minutes. It's not going to be long, but that one is actually 16, 17 minutes, and I introduced the concept of like the multi-channel marketing for the cash advance industry, and I walked everyone through this funnel here that you're looking at, and I had a lot of questions about the final part, which is the organic lead generation. I mean, yeah, all of this you can still do, which is paid advertising especially when you're starting out and you don't have a lot of clients and you want to get a couple of clients under your belt so you have revenue coming through the door, because as you know, in business, sales is above all else. You got to bring sales through the door in order to survive. So the pay per channel is one of the best routes to go for this industry specifically. And then you have, as you grow, then instead of buying leads and paying per lead, you want to have your own paid advertising system, either manage internally or hire a company who has experience dealing with companies like yours in the merchant cash advance industry or business lending industry, and have them manage this funnel. So you're sort of paying per lead. You can have your own lead flow coming in over and over again daily. And then the outbound efforts are always good. You want to add a couple of more people to your team. But finally, the place you want to be, where there's a huge opportunity for merchant cash advance, is this area, which is the organic traffic. I kind of touched on this on that video. If you have time, go ahead and watch it. But I want to spend time to talk about this area regarding this case study. So with this client, we've been working with them for a while. We're doing many things for them on marketing. But one thing that I kept emphasizing is the importance of having a strong presence through the search engines. So by search engines, I mean Google, Yahoo, Bing, and all those places that people are searching for either information, or they have a desire, or they have a problem that they're looking for a solution for, right? And they go to Google and search for that. And what a lot of MCAs do not notice is that there are more than 540,000 searches, 540,000 searches, yes, that many per month, from people looking for loans, cash advance loans, business lending, working capital. This is distributed across like 10 keywords, 10 different phrases they use to define their need, which boils down to the same thing. They need loans, and they most likely cannot qualify through the bank. So those are the people that you can actually help. But while that is kind of sitting there, so it's like the elephant in the room, there's a huge amount of potential. I'm seeing most of the cash advance industry running the opposite way and working with companies from overseas, or companies who are selling leads from an old beat-up list of either UCC contacts or telemarketing lists they've been calling on for the past 4 years to try to generate through that method. So I'm not saying that doesn't work altogether, but guys, there's just a world outside of that over here, just low-hanging fruit of people who are willing and able to use your services, and only like the top 10, 15 companies are taking advantage of that massive amount of leads. Then the smaller guys over here thinking, why is this not really working for me? As I mentioned in my last training, the merchant cash advance industry has not only it doesn't have a great reputation, the turnover rate is really, really high. Like more than 85% of the companies who start out to be a merchant cash advance company, they go bankrupt within the first year, because they don't have a proper marketing budget. They don't have a proper system in place. When they do get the leads, they don't know how to handle those leads. They don't have a process of follow-up with them, because obviously just because you close deals in your boss's company doesn't mean you can do the same thing here just because you're a great salesperson. There is a system that you follow, and people will want to know more about your company. They do their due diligence. That's why your presence online through search engines are really, really important. I can't tell you how many times I talk to companies, they've been doing this for a while, 6-7 years, but they haven't paid any attention to their online presence. Their website is not mobile optimized, which means that their website cannot be viewed on a mobile device, on a phone like this, which is a problem because 76% of the searches come from a mobile phone. So if someone, even though they find you, if they can manage to find you, for many that's a dream, like they can't really find you online, but let's assume they can find you online, they won't be able to take action on your website because you accomplish one of the biggest hurdles, which is bringing people to your site. And the second part is your site should be attractive enough for these people so they take action on that website, right? That's the goal. Well, for many of them, that's not the case. If it is not mobile friendly, if people cannot navigate on your site, and they won't really apply. The third part is there is no clear call to action. Like many times I see websites that says apply now. When I click on it, they have this like 5-page application that you need to fill out in order to get a quote. And I know that's what you want them to do, but unfortunately, market is ruled by the decision and desire of the consumer. So they're not going to want to fill that information. They're not going to want to commit at that level just yet. So you have to try to get smaller commitments from people. Whenever you're doing marketing, whether in the merchant cash advance industry or other industries, when you're selling a product, you don't want to be selling your $20,000 product up front, $20,000 product up front. You want to get smaller commitments from them. The first small commitment is your website is attractive enough on Google. They find it. That's the first commitment. They click on it. When they land, you cannot have them fill out a 4-page application. So the next option should be slightly bigger commitment, but not so big that they won't just do it. And I think many companies fall into that trap. So you would want to have a little short form with like probably 5-6 questions, nothing more than that. Have them fill that out. When they do fill it out and send it over, then you have your team reach out to them. Well, if you're doing it yourself, you reach out, then take out the remaining of the information on the application, then submit that form. So you kind of chunk it up for them. Otherwise, it becomes too big of a hassle for them to get back to you. Then you lose deals like that. But there is a way for you to get ranked higher on Google. So when I talk to merchant cash advance companies, they think that it's only for the biggest guys who have unlimited budget for marketing. Yes, you can buy your place on the search engines, on the top of the search engines by Google Ads, but a lot of people also prefer finding you organically. So they know that those are ads. People pay to be there. They kind of scroll down to look at what else is going on. And with that large of a search volume, honestly, you don't really need to be on page 1. Even if you're on page 2 and 3, you can still get massive amount of leads. Like our client is nowhere near page 1. We just started doing search engine optimization, which means that we just started to work on their website to get them ranking on different search engines. Within 1 month, they received the 42 leads. That's more than 1 lead a day, with just 1 month of work. Normally, this optimization work, it takes 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Then you want to maintain your spot. But with that high volume of search, the fortunate part is even if you just start within the first 30 days to 60 days, you see like massive results. So for those of you who have not considered this or thought that it really doesn't work, I highly suggest that you consider it again and you work with someone who has experience working with the companies in your industry, because it can get complicated and you don't want to be misplaced on Google, and you don't want to work with a company that practices SEO tricks, if you will, that are not in line with Google's guidelines, and your account can be banned. You don't want that. That's why I wanted to take a couple of minutes and explain why they receive these free leads. Guys, the value of those leads, like, it's amazing. You want to have a marketing system, as I mentioned in the last video, that pays for itself. So you want to have your website optimized at a level that is bringing you a couple of hundred leads a month. Then the deals you're closing from that pays for your paid advertising. I'm not suggesting that you stop your paid advertising, especially if you're scaling your business, but have this funnel here pay for all of this. So you're spending $0 on marketing, but you have this whole system turning itself. It's going to build so much value for your business, and that's how bigger companies out there, they kind of get to that level because they have the system going on. It's not just, spray and pray or one-time trial thing that they try, and if it fails, it fails. Like if you're committed to growing your business, you definitely got to look into search engine optimization, and it can work wonders for your business like you never had before. All right. So that was my message. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, let me know. And if you're interested in learning about our program on how we can help cash advance companies or business lending companies rank higher, so you have access to high-level clients and leads like our clients do, get in touch with me and we'll have a conversation. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care.